Taro was waiting to share good tidings with you and to Alphino. I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Film Hori Border and Coltone. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite. In fact, it seems that once they learn the Scion's good name has been restored, they board the next ship bound for Limsa Lominsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite, but what wonderful news to think that our reunion is close at hand. Pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Ah, Thancred and Cryo, what brings the two of you here? Cryo and I have been looking into how we might track down Menphilia. And we may have just found the answer. Really? When you were playing Odo with Menphilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Menphilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but it proves that such an intervention, however subtle, must surely have leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, a ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where illusion felt the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield her from the magic I invoked. Cryo and I will infiltrate the cast room and analyze the aether within. The two of you, alone? I have proven a knack for such refuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Cryo while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Illusion come along, who will see to the grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I will trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield means to find Menphilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Taro and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparation for our comrades' return. I might impose upon you to meet them at the Lominsan docks. Now I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Getting close to that time where I need to start thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner. Oh. How close did you get to... I would say you did a very good job at trying to recreate my favorite character from Bleach. I'd say that's a very fine job. Anyone else a fan of Bleach? I know some people are, some people aren't. Just like one of my other favorite animes. Though that one's a lot more 50-50, and it's either you very much enjoy it or you very much hate it, which is Sword Art Online. Let's see. Oh, I need to go. Why am I running around? I need to teleport. I don't think I've selected the right place. I probably just should have used the Ethernet or Aethernet to get where I was going, but how have you been? Come here and let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tatara found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hainish vessel. A Hainish vessel? What land would that be? It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Studying trade from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. About that. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Forgive me, I'm sure you are doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be, he watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For certain, there is much more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. So should I make a frozen pizza for dinner, or fish sticks, or what should I have?
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business, then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Is that
well,
so?
Call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed.
So that's how you pronounce that. Gubu. I've always been going, Gabu. So many times now that I'm actually listening to the cutscenes instead of being a bad person and skipping through them or playing without sound, I'm finding that I've been mispronouncing a lot of things pretty badly.
I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her, Mine, Louisoire, every scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Okay, let's do the Stream Raiders fight here. That about there? I think that should be about right. I forgot to turn the sound back on that. Okay. Revenant's Toll. To more donuts. I don't know, I haven't had donut in so long. Feels good to be home again. To think that everyone was waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we have shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more cynical I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. It fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and hearty and healthy, and what of Higiri? She's well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. We could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to the eye. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land? This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Wait, my friend, come. There is no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer, at least. I'm happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. What in the seven hells drove my little brother to come to more donuts? Why, you and the Scions, of course. For thousands of days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me. You trained with the Hainish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive you, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep with the souls of mine enemies. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search. So long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them. I know we will. Menphilia, Ida, Palmo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. I don't know what a sesame cookie would look or taste like. But it is a cookie. That takes precedence over fish. Alpha is eager to return to the search for Menphilia. Thancred and Cryo contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray to Castrum Redinum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Ishtola and Idleshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Idleshire, there we go. My apologies, I see I am the last to arrive, so what news have you for us? Well, as you postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the ultimate weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believed Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Silde aqueducts. There we detect the same waveforms, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there's no other explanation. But there's more. When I studied the site where Shola used flow, it appeared that not two, but three beings had been affected. Yet, unlike Ishtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in the sea of aether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Ishtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You're implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul onto the ethereal sea? In which case we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing that means to do so already exists. I speak of the Anti-Tower, as Charlian construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its interest lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who for another blessing refused to join the Exodus. Master Toya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Okay. Well, looking at the time, this will probably be our last quest for tonight, because I think this is going to go into a dungeon, so we'll do that dungeon. Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? I just wanted to cause you problems. tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have run the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the entire tower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going? We will. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. Go take the magicless rogue too if you like. He's no use to me. The rest of you will stay and work, and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way. Thancred, no! Your etheric flow has been compromised. You do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with ether so close to the ethereal sea would be to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfilia could be in there waiting for us. And you could die. And for what? If she is waiting beyond, illusion will find her. Trust in her. Have faith! Damn it all. Bring her back to us. Okay, I'm not going to do that as tank. So... He-ho, we'll go as a samurai ho. Sorry, the he-horde from Persona 5 Strikers is still stuck in my head. That entire scene just basically been on loop for the last several days. I'm gonna turn my oven. I think I'll make the pizza. The pizza sounds good. I won't get started now because after stream I'm going to be just moving over to Discord and streaming into there, playing some more Guardians of the Galaxy. For anyone not already in it, and it helps if I type correctly. There's a link to my Discord if you want to join. If you accept the rules, it'll open up all the... React to the rules, it'll open up all the various channels for you. Let's see here. A lonely face. This place is Swiss perch. Let's do some leaves here. Huh. Maybe it's actually from one of the other. So was this other one the entire time and it just he moved out of range? Is that what happened? Probably. Oh, spawned one of the locations right next to me. That's useful. Poor jackal pup. Probably just starving and needs a good meal. Here I am casting stones at it. Well, as I didn't really take part in that fate, I'm not really too concerned that it failed. Oh, where'd my chocobo go? Return to me! Help me out! Oh, that's an unfortunate fate to spawn right on me. Now my oven's finished preheating. Just need to be able to get up and actually go put food on. Okay, fine. I was trying to do this without having to. Wouldn't that have been nice to just do it without having to spill any blood? I mean, it's bad enough I'm taking their eggs. Oh, that's what the display message was. Okay. Well, welcome to the, Oh, I didn't finish that leave. Oh well. not hit what I want to hit? There we go. I think I have to kill these. I don't remember. It's been too long since I've done this. Don't really remember the mechanics of this fight at all. I feel like we're progressing through this pretty quickly. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, this is the one with the doll at the end. Now I'm starting to remember something of this place. It looks like we're on the ceiling. There we go. Disturbing dolls. These are the dolls you would find in a haunted house. And if I ever went into a house and saw these, I'm like, where's your soul? Or I'm leaving. And they all turn into one even more disturbing looking doll. Oh, Limerick had already been used. That's why it's not available to me anymore. I was like, hey, let's use the lemon break. Yes, a most disturbing sight that is indeed. Okay. Oh, thank you for the 16th month sub there, Ellie. Was arting. Oh my, that makes me excited to see what new piece of art you made. You always do such amazing work. I'll draw you a card here after the cutscene.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother,
Oh, that's pretty.
Hudden guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea.
Can't wait to see what that looks like once it's all colored in.
Adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
But what if I don't want to think? Or feel. I'll gladly listen, but what if I don't want to hear,
Before there
feel or
was
think?
life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one.
Yes, we go brain dead.
But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chance to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll just do it brain dead.
Thank the 12! Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
The word of the Mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I.
Who says there's a place to understand?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what she's saying.
But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
See, listen to the wise old lady there. She's your
Must you be
Gandalf.
so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
Well, you'll have that. Okay, let's draw a card for Ellie's sub there. Ellie got Vivi. More specifically, Vivi from Theater Rhythm. She's not coming back, is she? I know that, I do. To give all for her beliefs was ever her way. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice, the loss. Okay. Well, then, let's take a look and see who's out there to raid. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight. Thank you, Ellie, for re-upping your sub, supporting the channel, and everything you do. Let's see. Who's up I haven't raided in a while? Thinking Sid Nova, unless there's any objections to that. When we move over, copy and paste this message into chat. Looks like Sid's doing the Final Fantasy 14 P1. I don't know if she's doing P1 or P1S, but I'm sure you Raider folk would be able to tell more than I could. But we'll be back tomorrow night. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your evening.